All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Betta Edu's Shiloh revelation. I'm going to play this video, and then we can talk. We kind of touched on it last week when it was breaking, but let me play this video for you. This was Betta Edu at testifying at the last, I guess, Shiloh 2023, 2020. I'm not sure which one this is. I know there's another video somewhere, but I'm just going to play this video.
Oh, glory to God. I came here in 2018 and I testified that God healed my daughter. Up until today, my daughter is still healed from 4 years of autism. Jobless, I had no job. This year, when I left Shiloh, I went back to Cross River State. On the 24th of December, I was sworn in as the Commissioner for Health in Cross River State. Right now, as I speak to you, I'm not just the Commissioner for Health in Cross River State. I'm the national chairman of all the commissioners for health in Nigeria. And I'm in over 4 boards of appointment. I also want to give thanks to God for saving my state from COVID-19 till after the lockdown, and for saving Nigeria. All the expectations of people all over the world never came to pass. I want to thank God for this year. This has been...
All right, so there's another video of her floating, I can't find it, around where she was testifying to me made a minister.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that video where he had said he went back to Pastor, the pastor in charge of, the Pastor Oyedepo, and that prayed for him. I think that he should pray for her to become a minister, and it was then announced he's back to testify. Well, I have to be short because of time consciousness, but let me tell you.
Let's be short on this one.
In Orthodox churches, those things don't usually happen. You don't find, it's so personal what God has done for you. Among Catholics, Anglicans, and all those people, they don't try to play it up, because sometimes this is actually born out of our...
I can hear you. Continues.
Yeah. Sometimes this is usually born out of our experiences as people of Africa. You want to know that, you want to know that you ride a bigger car than your neighbor. Some of these things, they are not really about testimony. There is a pastor in a church, I think they call it Wisdom Embassy of the Redeemed Christian Church in Kansas City here, Pastor Kalawansi. He used to rate testimonials against testimony. Yeah, people just want to come and say stuff, stand up, and what have you. So what
they just want to be a part of it, by all force.
Yeah, what is that talk of being chairperson of all commissioners of health in Nigeria? And look at the rapturous response from the congregation. This was meant to really press it on their face that she is doing better than all of them. Yes,
and it's probably because she gave her first what do you call it? Our first seed faith of the year. Probably that's why. So everybody should give theirs too.
I don't want to appear like I'm castigating Pastor Oyedepo. But he's so big about following. Yeah, he's a big man in terms of following the consciousness and the movement and preachings of Creflo Dollar. You know Creflo Dollar in America? People like that. Yeah, people like that.
College Park.
People like that are his. They are his associates. So when you see them talk about first seed and all that, first seed, good now. Do it. Let it be between you and God. But to push it in the face of the majority of the masses of Nigerians as if, this God only hears your own prayers. How about the other? In the sea of poverty, people should learn to manage their successes. And I pointed it out last week that the dance and the celebrations, when this is done, It's almost like people in those days are always talking about our good friend and the former governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, that
Mimiko, yes.
when people win at elections or when they are appointed into high offices in Nigeria, they first sing in Yoruba. Ó ti mú mi gbàgbé gbogbo rẹ̀ o, ìbànújẹ́ ìgbà kan. You see pile of money, government house, in vote. Why would you not think that God has made you to forget the troubles of your immediate past? Money is the name of the game. Now, I don't want to pass any judgment.
No. Before you finish that thought. Before you finish that thought, I found the video. Let me just play it really quickly, okay?
So Betta Edu, and I came to thank God. Last year at Shiloh 2022, I prayed and told God that by the next time I come for the next year's Shiloh, I want to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On the last day of Shiloh, just as I was working out, I saw Papa, Bishop David Oyedepo, and I went to greet him and meet him as usual. And I whispered to him, I said, Papa, I need you to pray for me. I have just one prayer request now. And he said, what is it? I said, I want to come back to Shiloh 2023 as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He put his hand on my head and he said, it is done. I stood up and I left. I came today to return all glory to God, that in spite of all odds, today I'm a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, one of the youngest.
Anyway, that's that. I wanted to play that for you.
Still the same thing. She mentioned the fact that he was about the youngest of all the ministerial appointees. Fine. That influence, considering the campaigns we all embarked on, like I've also mentioned it earlier tonight, that young adults, children as old as 16, 17, 18 are enlisted in the army to die for their country. If they are good enough to die for the country, why should they not be good enough while alive to serve their country in the highest capacities? So she's given this unique and exceptional opportunity to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What were the intentions? What did she intend to do with such an high office? What did she do? I don't want to join in any media trial. I want her to be thoroughly investigated. If found guilty, she to face the consequence, because you know the way it is with folks in Nigeria. She's found guilty because she's part of the ruling clique, part of the ruling party. She will be given some rehabilitation somehow instead of being allowed to face. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
To face the music of the disgraceful conduct. That's number one. How about the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Ojo, that has also been fingered?
Is that a 37-year-old woman too?
No, that's a 40-something-year-old young man, Minister of Interior. He has oversight as a minister over agencies and parastatals like Correctional Service, Federal Fire Service, civil defense, and immigration, and so on and so forth.
Right,
know,
right.
this is somebody
I saw a little bit of that news last week. He was on the news
yes, Olubimi
making some
Ojo is in
presentations.
office. Yes, Olubimi Ojo is in office. There is this obsession over him concerning how he cleared the backlog of applications and processes concerning international passports. Fine. But has he been able to integrate the Nigerian identification system? I was part of the squad of journalists that investigated the processes of using or even having a workable identification system for the country from 1999, 2000, and so on. Remember the involvement of Shagori and Shagori, who described the national identity card as a fat cow, always milked by everybody. The Lebanese Nigerian billionaire. That was what he said. Shagori did all that against Nigeria, against Nigerians. He's still a very close friend of Mr. President today. Beyond that, SM Afolabi was involved as Minister of Internal Affairs in those days. Just one person was able to get it right through his own consortium that he arranged. And that was the late Dr. Femi Adekoye. Within minutes, he demonstrated his capability with the company that invented that system in America. It was part of his consortium. Within minutes, he issued national identity card. Let this be, like I'm recalling it now, let this be a matter of national record. Let it be in our consciousness. Within minutes, he issued national identity card to President Obasanjo, to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as vice president, right in Asoro Presidential Villa. He was able to put everybody hands down in the bidding process. He won. Did what Jerry did? Who was it?
No, let's round up this segment because of time.
Yes. So these people, they went and twisted the whole thing, and then they gave it to the wrong people. The same ministry where Ojo should correct all the anomalies is not doing. There have been jailbreaks in Nigeria. He did not mind that. He want to gloss things over and sweep things under the carpet, and they're applauding him as the new kid on the block concerning interior. And killings are still going on everywhere. Now, lately, it's been indicted in this Edu's scandal. What is the Nigerian government going to do? Let us continue to watch. But I think the audience table must be cleansed.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna round that up right there. We want to know your thoughts about this. About this Betta Edu stuff. There's something to the effect of no sacred cows, says presidency, with regards to. I guess they're suggesting that they will be doing their investigation and stuff. So
that is what they always say until we are shown that there are no sacred cows.
We shall see, right? So we'll follow the Betta Edu story closely as time goes on. Without any further ado, we'll be right back for the last story of the day in 20 seconds.